The views expressed in this content are solely that of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the views of the author's employers, companies, institutions, or other associated parties. These are jokes. This is a show. Settle down, Nancy.
To resign as party leader, as party
TIDtalk on TIDtalk. Oh, wow, wow, wow. TIDtalk on TIDtalk. I'm eating bologna.
Swing stupid kick, man. Watch it on, they go full. I am Sam. Swing stupid kick, man. Available now wherever dummies buy the toys. Swing stupid kick, man. Available now wherever dummies buy the toys. Swing stupid kick, man.
What up, bro? Nah, you're still muted.
I know, because they're supposed to be there.
There he is.
Hey.
Hey guys, I don't know if my microphone's working with the speakerphone or the microphone. How's it going, kids?
I mean,
It's
you
all right.
sound like you sound better than all of us.
Well, I feel happy to hear that. How are you guys doing anyway?
I mean, I feel like I got to turn you down a little bit here.
I think we need more celebration music, guys.
I feel like Mike didn't pay his bill.
Motherfuckers, we're losing our leader. Here in Canada, he resigned today. Justin Trudeau, weirdo, resigned. What does this mean, Mike? You're our news expert.
Well, as best I can tell, it means that everybody can get back to doing blackface if they want to.
Oh, Jesus.
You know what I think? I think this was like a really cheeky maneuver on the part of the prime minister, who should have left a long time ago and give his party at least a fighting chance. But fuck, the guy is just a prince.
But isn't it that you got to go down with the ship thing? Like everybody else, all like abandon the ship, and shouldn't he go down with the ship? Like,
well, I
should
mean,
there
I think
be like a beheading or something if this was like 1800 France?
Well, I think when they floated him and they realized he wasn't a witch, then he had to stay in power. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely versed in the political arena. Having said that, don't you think the guy should have hung in there for an election? Like, he should have just dragged himself to the very end and let his party eat it.
Why?
Instead, now, correct me if I'm wrong, because I am the resident American here right now. So
Yeah.
I do not. So because I don't vote, I don't really follow Canadian politics so much.
Right.
But is this not just a fucking FU to the party by saying, hey, I'm a bounce now, so you guys can find a new leader before you can have an election? How's
Yeah,
it
no,
work, Mike?
it's pretty wild because what happened was the party, obviously, he was coming up against a vote of non-confidence in the House of Commons anyway. We have an election coming up. The whole world wants him to leave. The party had met and had asked him, A, don't talk to the press. B, and he did anyway. He was on This Hour Has 22 Minutes looking like a dumbass. And by the way, This Hour Has 22 minutes for anybody who's not Canadian. Or even if you are Canadian, you
like
probably
shit.
What?
No, it's just him.
What sounds? Oh, is it me that sounds like shit?
Oh, your
Yeah,
mic is so bad. But I can't even really give you that much shit because the last episode, me and Chris got a lot of shit from people because the mic sounded like yours. But we worked real hard. I brought a studio into the smoke room this time.
Well, okay. Does that sound any better now?
It's the same thing.
It keeps crack-a-lacking. I think it's because it's probably not a real microphone.
No, it's a cell phone actually.
Yeah, cellular unit.
Turn it sideways. Maybe they'll fix it.
You think that'll fix it if I turn the camera sideways, Brady?
Yep.
I mean, it ain't gonna do it any worse. I'll tell you that much right now.
Now let's take a little listen.
Hello.
Wow.
Actually sounds better. Yeah.
There's no way it sounds better just because of that.
No, it doesn't actually now that he's talking. It's an actual sound.
No.
It's crazy because you are usually the one who sounds the most like a professional.
I don't know what to say right
Chris
now.
are the ones that sound like shit, and now we sound super professional, and you sound like you have guitars hanging on the wall.
Just a second, let me see what
Yeah, we need your news info because you're our news guy.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Our political expert. So, honestly, Chris, what do you think happened? What do you think this motherfucker did? Do you think he's fleeing the scene of the crime, or is he just dumping out a bucket of shit?
I want to make sure that Mike can hear me. When we get into that part of it.
I hear you. Can you hear me?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Wait. I got a better idea. Hold on a second, guys. I'll be right back. Bye.
Oh, this screams of production value. But anyways, this is what we're here. Oh my God, look who just showed up on my screen like that. I got to tell you, hey, can I just do a quick shout out? Shout out to the crackhead production staff that puts together the graphics and the openers for this thing. Unbelievable. The amount, like within what? Minutes. Literally within minutes. All of it thrown together. And then here we are. And we don't even know why. It's a Monday. We could be watching other things. But instead, we wanted to hang out with each other.
Okay, so Raw is debuting on Netflix. Supposedly they're going to have 30 million. Well, fuck you. I'd rather have my 4 loyalists. And then we have Kill Tony live on YouTube. We've got the Dabbleverses probably doing something. We've got, Super Cobra's probably licking the fucking bus seat somewhere on camera. There's everybody in the world is doing something. So we figured, why not join the fucking party? Here's the thing about the internet, Chris. It lives forever in archives until YouTube deletes it.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, or until it gets taken down for whatever reasons that they deem reasonable at that time.
Usually it's justified.
Not from us, ever.
Can you bring up that picture again and I'll do our pre-show joke? Not that one. But okay, we'll go with that one. What up? Hey, Cracker.
I'm a doctor.
What is he? Why do we have that picture in our database? What the fuck is that picture, dude? Why is he still bringing him back up? Who is this Kevorkian, young Kevorkian looking
You
motherfucker?
you don't know the handiwork of Johnny Sins?
Oh, that's Johnny Sins. What's going on here with this?
He's a doctor.
Okay. What's he doing?
Well, in case we need a doctor, now we have
Johnny
one,
Sins is here.
right? I know.
Some
You know who
call
else thinks that joke is fantastic, Brady?
Who? Oh, Christ. Look at him. Look at him. Looking like he just
Just-
made a whole bunch of money off vaccines.
Just sadding it up.
Fuck.
Just sitting there sadding it up.
What a twat that fucking Trudeau is. Oh, apple fritter. Hi.
Hey, how's that? Is that better?
Wow, look at this
I'm gonna
guy.
level you out, but yeah,
Okay.
you sound great. Let me just level you out. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Okay, so this douchebag.
So this fucking douchebag guy, huh? No, now you've got him like leveled out to nothing,
Nobody
Brady.
likes-
He's
No,
not,
I didn't touch anything.
you see,
Don't
he's
do
using
it.
he's doing a dead battery.
Yeah, see, we're coming through his headset now. What?
Yep.
What?
I hear you loud and clear.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know.
keep going. Hey, he's good now. He's good now.
Okay, perfect. Then
Yeah.
we can start the show 11 and
Oh,
a
we
half
can?
minutes in.
Wait a second. Wait a second. We can start the fucking actual show? You gotta be kidding me.
This is Shit Talk on TIDtalk. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Shit Talk on TIDtalk.
Well, that was mature. It sounds. That's the face he made making that sound. Indeed.
That guy.
Indeed.
Okay.
Yes, private chat, you do. You sound good now.
What
up, motherfuckers?
Okay, everybody. Somebody, we got to put hats on now.
Right.
So,
All right.
here's what went down. I guess about 2 or 3 weeks ago now,
Hmm.
the Liberal Party of Canada started getting fed up with this guy. It was getting tough to deal with because, he's actually fronting a lot of programs for his party across the country that are being ill received and poorly received. Everywhere you go, fuck Trudeau signs. The polls are saying that he doesn't stand a chance. So now here he is, just back from the new year. And the first thing he does is announce that he's resigning as the head of the Liberal Party and resigning as prime minister. Here's what he did. He did something called proroguing the government. He prorogued Parliament.
Those things. I love those things with sour cream and bacon.
No,
Fries and
you
mashed
remember the
potatoes.
pirogues? They did a lot of those Irish songs.
Oh, the guy with
Per-
the teeth.
Pirogue Mahone, yeah.
Yeah.
So he prorogues the government, which means he pauses Parliament. Just as we have a new government coming in the U.S., it's just it's wild. So now his purpose of doing this, he goes to the Governor General of the country, who's a representative to the Queen. I mean, the King, who I think is a Queen, and he says, "I have to pause the government." The Governor General goes, "Whatever you say, you pay the bills around here." And they pause the government. He announces today that he's going to resign, and he wants the time for his party to regroup and to actually elect a new representative that will run in the federal election. And that's what's going on. Do I think
And
he's
when will that
running?
take place? When will that
What's
take
that?
place? When will that take
What-
place? October?
March 24th will be the date that that he has asked for Parliament to resume and for an election to be called.
An election.
Okay.
So he has to come up with a party leader before then.
Oh, I'm pretty sure
Now,
he'll
could we
have
potentially-
nothing to do with that. Yeah.
To do with yeah, because
But the Liberal
from
Party
my
has to.
understanding, but from my understanding, what he's done right now is he's taken a step back as the leader of the Liberal Party. He's still a prime minister. He's active prime minister, even though he's not representing any party. If the Liberals and everyone else agrees and put somebody in place to now be the head of the Liberal Party, do they become prime minister before this election? Like, could we potentially see 3 prime ministers? In
No,
one
there
year?
has to be an election. So what they want is, what was going to happen was with the NDP and the Progressive Conservative Party together, and even members of his own party, there was going to be a vote of non-confidence and he was going to get booted out, which would call for an election anyway. So this just gives him the
Realistically, should have happened 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago.
Well, some would say.
Yeah.
Is this not, correct me if I'm wrong, because like I said before, I am not the Canadian in the room. But does this not just scream to both of you guys like it always does for years and years and years of Canada just sucking up and being a little bit behind the United States, but doing the same exact thing? Because didn't Joe Biden just do the same thing? Why are you guys so late to the game?
It's really true. And to be honest with you, he even looks a little less foolish, Biden, in the process of doing it for whatever reason. I don't know if we have any video footage from today, but when the way Justin Trudeau said, "I'm a fighter," have you seen this footage? Because
we
I am a fighter.
Video.
What's that?
We at the very beginning of the taping here, we did play the resignation video. Him just saying,
"Of course you did. I was here, and I'm very attentive to the show, and so of course I did notice that." But did you see that moment where he goes, "I'm a fighter"? I was like, "Come on, dude! Nobody believes you're a fighter." You know, I don't think he could fight the blankets off.
His messages off the grinder.
Bro,
That's literally the only thing he's fighting. He's fighting his messages. He's matched with too many guys.
We've all seen the boxing match.
Oh.
We've all seen it.
Oh.
We've all seen his
I
actual
forgot about
fight.
that. Yeah.
I say that's the way that Canada should go because, I mean, if he's a fighter, he knows how to box. You got Jagmeet Singh, who's a jiu-jitsu practitioner.
Yeah, who?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the
NDP guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
One of the
One of the funniest things I think I've ever seen in the news is this guy screaming at Jagmeet Singh, "Go back to your country." And Jagmeet Singh goes, "I was born in Brampton." Maybe
that's what he meant. That's what the guy meant. Brampton is almost its own country, my friend.
Have you heard? I saw this in the news since the Trudeau resigning that Brampton is going to secede.
Secede the nation?
Yeah.
And they marked it with a huge amount of fireworks this afternoon.
Yeah, you know what it's called now, right? It's not Brampton anymore. It's Brampton Lee.
Oh, is that right?
Brampton Lee.
Okay.
Well, they always had Bramalea.
That's right.
It's Brampton Lee.
Brampton Lee.
I remember back in the day, if you were from Brampton, that was okay. But if you were from Bramalea, probably you were going to suck it.
Right?
You guys are nodding.
You'd have to be a real piece of shit to open a business in Bramalea.
What the fuck?
That one's just for you.
You have an audience of more than. Wait a second. No, you don't. You got an audience of one. Keep going.
That one's just for you, Mike.
Thank you. That was fun. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you guys think about being the 51st state?
That's never going to happen.
Through all this bullshit, all this is going on. We've got the Americans down there saying it's happening now.
No, I've talked to my people. I've talked to my people down there. We don't want y'all.
Yeah, but your people were actually asked to leave when the Americans showed up, weren't they?
Well,
they murdered most of you.
Listen, my people were just forced out of their lands.
My brothers and I heard today that the Prime Minister has decided to quit his post, which reminds us of when the eagle flew high in the air and struck the windmill and fell to the ground. That's the people. By the way, we'd like to acknowledge that the lands that we're doing this podcast on are the rightful lands of the Anishinaabe and the...
Shut the fuck up. This fucking guy right here. And what he's saying, no, you can't do hand signals with it. What is going on? Okay.
Even when his mic's working, he's just like, "How can I fuck this whole show up?"
You gonna mute
Oh, you guys got lots of viewers? Oh, okay.
I have the power of mimicry and mime.
That's right. All right. So who's the
Pack of
front runner?
balls, gentlemen?
Who's the front runner to run the Liberal Party then?
Well, they're talking about Mark Carney, who's a former banker who I think
Shut
actually
the fuck up. Shut the
His
fuck
name
up.
is
There is
not
no
Mark
shut
Carney.
there's no way that
Yep.
you're gonna just go that full. Like, why not just call him fucking Mark Trainable? Like, you're
Yeah, actually,
literally going to.
he's running.
His name is Carney.
He's running against Bruno Jabroni.
Yeah, his name is
Oh.
K. Fabe Green. What are you talking about, Mark?
Yeah,
What
Mark
do you
Carney,
mean,
a
Mark Carney?
big time
What are you talking
banker
about?
and business mind. I guess the other candidate is Chrystia Freeland, who was
fuck's sake.
asked to leave her post last week and really was the
Mr.
catalyst behind.
Speaker, I would like to join the Prime Ministership, Mr. Speaker.
That's a fucking muppet that has never washed her hair in her entire life.
I have heard that she smells a bit. I don't know. I haven't had the experience.
You can smell her through the fucking TV cameras, man.
Mr. Speaker, my breath smells like a fucking burn.
Wow.
So
I
does
love
my
the
box, Mr.
impersonation.
Speaker.
But I will tell you this. I
Okay.
do
Back
think
to me.
that the Liberals have, 4 years to plan this shit out. That's what I think. So whoever runs right now is not going to win. Whoever runs in 4 years as the head of the Liberal Party, I think will change maybe. Who knows? It's a mess right now for them.
For the Liberals.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a mess for the Liberals in the United States, right?
no, they really did. Maybe you guys want to talk about this, man. I kind of feel like the pendulum swung too far, too hard, way too fast on everything to do with virtue signaling in this world. It became so fucking important to virtue signal instead of do anything meaningful.
Give me an example.
How about anything to do with actual funny, dark humor? How about anybody who has an opinion that comes from a place of love that doesn't add up to the right series of words and lands them canceled? How about that we hire unqualified people to do things that could cost our lives? Tid,
Been
over to
going
you.
on forever though, man. Like during the Reagan era, like that's when TV was, its most censored, right? And then the mid '90s, that's why like Jerry Springer was the fucking shit to everybody's because now finally someone had opened the door and opened the curtain and said, "Here you go, here's some trash again," and that was like the definition of the '90s, right? Trash TV and stuff. But like I don't know, I think it even goes deeper than like what I see is that it swung so far to the right that now the right's a problem again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
like
you know what's interesting is that the right seems so moderate by comparison, but like in Canada and in the US too, man, they push really, really hard in a, I don't know, in an almost over proud, fed up, we want to take back our country mentality,
It's a
which is
Civil War
great. I just don't know what substance there is behind that. Like in Canada, there's this guy, Pierre Poilievre. There's this guy. He's our next prime minister, by the way. Pierre
This is
Poilievre.
gay.
What's that?
He's another guy on Grinder.
Really? I think he's just got nice hair, man.
So does Brady.
He's on Grinder. So
Ta-da!
Poilievre is I don't know, whatever Brady said allegedly. Maybe
French
you've seen him on
Canadian.
there.
French Canadian.
He's quite a barker. Like he's always shooting down the prime minister. Like he's pretty much responsible for making the prime minister look like a douche every single day
He's
on TV.
broken
It's
him.
the best.
He broke him, dude. He started like last year. He fucking broke the guy.
I think it's very similar. Maybe Pierre Poilievre is like you spoke of earlier, Mike, and he says things, but he's coming from a place of love, right? Maybe
I don't feel a lot of love from him. I get as much love from him as an airplane as airplane landing gear. Wow,
Gotcha. I would say it's very similar, almost akin to um, the way I treat you guys.
yeah, indifferent. He's very
Talking down.
sarcastic. He doesn't let anybody in on the inside. He doesn't have a personality. He's very cold, very robotic, and very straightforward.
Have you
He's
seen
like
him can?
I cannot remember if I have.
Buddy, that guy, he's a rocket in a different lifetime.
Come on, Brady. Come on. Let me see this footage.
Yeah, no, I've got it on my phone. It's private on my cell phone.
Okay.
Send that
Send
to
it
the,
to me on Snap.
to the private chat. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know if I've heard a policy from him though. Like I don't know what they're up to. I don't. We're going to slash this and we're going to cut this and we're not going to spend any more on this. Okay, well, what the fuck are you going to do? We're going to improve the economy. How? What are you going to do about housing? Like, how are
He's
you
a
going to
fucking
end
goof
10
like the rest of 'em,
cities?
bud.
What?
This all
He's a goof like the
Go ahead.
rest of them. Pierre.
He is.
This-
Yeah.
I don't care. You know, the term's being thrown around so much now, but it started back in like the anarchist, actual libertarian days, real libertarians, that both feathers, right and left, are part of the same fucking political bird. It's bullshit. If you actually fall into either trap on either side, you're dumber than they even expected you to be.
Yeah.
Like, a common sense says that this is all bullshit. Like, you know how people are like,
Um,
oh, we live in a simulation. I don't think it's a simulation. I think what they do is a simulation. Like, it's all TV. It's reality TV. You worked on reality TV. Tid's worked on reality TV. I've watched it. It's all fake.
I think that there is 8 years is enough time to get in trouble, and not enough time to make a real difference. 4 years is ridiculous. That's just winning seats and beginning again. If you can't make it work over 8 years, and I don't think I remember a government that has successfully in my lifetime in Canada, man, I don't think we're caught in a loop. We're caught in a really weird loop where, policy change just costs us so much money. We need an overall plan. We need a moderate government for a period of time that it doesn't cost us to make such radical change back and forth.
I hear about Americans bitching about taxes in California, right? And bitching about taxes in San Francisco. And bitching about, gain taxes all across the United States, even in some of the cheaper states that give you kind of a tax break on some of those gains.
Yeah.
Everyone bitches about it. Here in Canada, we have an average of about 25 to 30% more than their most expensive tax rate across the nation. Our gains, they now punish you for being successful in Canada. Why would you ever want to start a company here if they're going to take 60% of it a year?
Also, our dollar is
doesn't make any
failing
sense.
constantly.
Every
Every time
because of stuff like that.
And every time, if you have a business in Canada, every time they make these tax changes, even if you're a small business, they affect you because those big businesses that supply you with work aren't there. In a gig economy, it's deadly. You know what's so funny? I bet anybody watching that has watched us before is like,
what the fuck?
What? How did they?
They're all thinking the same thing I'm thinking. You guys are gay as fuck.
Tid didn't expect it to actually go into real politics and real policies and talking. Me and Mike, unfortunately, do have to follow this stuff because we're Canadians at heart, because we were born here. I get why you're kind of removed from it, but you're removed from American politics though too, Chris. Like I know you. You just don't like this shit. You think it's all fucking bullshit too.
Well, because it is all bullshit. All politics aside is bullshit, because there's a reason. There's a fucking reason that a guy like you or a guy like me doesn't run for office. Well, that's not our job. Our jobs in this world are different. And politics and policy and all of that bullshit is nothing more. This is their job. This is what they chose to do as a job. The fact that they chose this is because they know the benefits of it. And the benefits of it are the fucking money value. And none of these guys are going into this, in my opinion, right, to try to make any kind of change, because they know that they don't have enough fucking time. right?
Let's say, because there is some naive people that actually think they're going to get into politics, and they start at city council level and they go all the way up, and they think they're going to make a change. But by the time they get up there, if they do, they're already corrupted. So let's say
What-
99.9%
guys.
get into it knowing that they're going to be corrupted.
I'm going to name 2 people by name right now in politics in Canada that I know for certain aren't that. Nope.
What up, motherfuckers?
Wait a second. Hold on. Go back. Was that? No, none of them.
Wait a second. Go back to that.
I'm not naming these people now. You did a good job. Thank you. I appreciate that. None of them. Mm-mm.
That story
I know
all
none
makes
of
sense
those
if you
people.
follow it along.
Do that again. Let me see that. Give me the
It's a color by
chronology.
numbers kind of thing.
Patrice.
What up, motherfucker? Oh no. Hey.
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 Followed up by
Okay.
oh,
Oh.
Poor Patrice.
He. You know what? I don't even want to see his face again. I'm so glad it's over. You know, I got to
It's
tell you,
over.
man. Hey, Tiff. I got to tell you, I heard
Yeah.
a story recently that you know, Mr. Selfie, our former prime minister now,
who?
as recently as this summer, would go up to people and have in restaurants or in public situations and say, "Hey, would you like a selfie?" And people would be saying, "No."
Dude,
And
did you not
it
see the
turned.
lady? Keep going. Sorry.
Are you going to talk about the lady in BC?
Just you might as
Yeah.
well follow through with it for me. Follow through with it because you're a better storyteller.
A lady approaches him. I got to tell you, I'm not a proud Canadian over this moment, but man, she's got nuts. Yeah, he's on a ski hill in BC, enjoying the Rockies, and a lady approaches, obviously a local staffer, somebody that's been given close access to him, and she's like, "Mr. Prime Minister," and he comes over and goes, "Hey," and she goes, "Hey, get the fuck out of BC." And he's like, "Have a nice day," and she's like, "You fucking disgust me."
Dude, okay, let's say that was you. Let's say you're Trudeau. I just picture it for 1
Oh.
second. Just place yourself in his stupid little shoes, his little nice socks. Place yourself in his little socks, and you're out there in Vancouver, and somebody, and you know in your brain, 2 weeks from now, I'm gonna fucking resign. Fuck
Oh,
this
this is a fun
country.
game.
I'm out. And this lady walks up to you, and she says, "Mr. Wixon, Mr. Tidwell, Mr. Wedham, get the fuck out of BC." What is your response knowing that you're about to leave this fucking job? Mike, let's start with you.
Thank you. Have a nice day, ma'am. Just what he did. I have
Okay.
to admit. I think how he handled it was awesome.
I'm going to go
I think
next
he was
because
like-
I know Chris is going to end it. But keep going. Yeah, you're going to what?
I just think that I think that he had no fucking hope with that, man. Like, how do you respond to that? Like, oh God, it felt so douchey.
I'll tell you. Can you be the lady? And I'll be Justin Trudeau.
Okay.
Okay? Okay.
Okay. Mr. Prime Minister.
Oh, hi, ma'am. Just wait. I got to put this cock down.
Okay. All right. I didn't see that coming. Never mind. Hold on a second.
Start over. Sorry. I won't
All right.
improvise this time. We'll stick to the script.
Okay. Mr. Prime Minister.
Oh, hello, ma'am.
Mr. Prime Minister, get the fuck out of British Columbia.
I will after I get done blowing your husband. Chris, I'll be the lady this time.
All right.
Okay. Oh, Mr. Trudeau. Hi, how are you?
Listen, I said I'd sign the fucking papers. The house is going up for sale. I'm going off to Cuba. I'm taking my money with me. You keep the kids, and I'll get the fuck out of BC when I'm good and goddamn ready.
All I asked you was how are you doing? I was going to respond with get the fuck out of BC, but you already beat me
I
to it.
like that he responds with a
Shut up, Mom.
Well, that's how we all would have handled it. Mike, you seem to be the most mature.
Because you could tell, this broad was aggressive as soon as she showed up.
Oh, yeah.
Like she
Yeah,
knew it. She stomped. She fucking goose stepped up to this guy, right? And here's the thing: as much as we might hate on Justin Trudeau or whatever. At the end of the day, here's a dude who's like at one point on top of the fucking world in his
Yeah.
life, right? On top of the fucking world. And then everything. Kids don't
Who names
like it.
their son World?
Wife leaves them, right? All the chips start fucking crumbling until there's nothing fucking left. And all you can do is pack up your little fucking bag of billions of dollars that you've infiltrated from the country and fuck off to an island someplace, because that's where you're going. Why would he stay in this country?
Can you guys hear the SWAT team out front of my fucking house? I think we said something
is
wrong.
What is going on out there right now?
Give me a second. What the?
Oh, I would laugh my ass off if Brady's getting swatted from all of this.
Oh,
But at the end
God,
of the
I
day-
hope he is.
At the end of the day, Mike, what fucking reason does he have to stay in Canada?
Well,
The
he doesn't
country
really. I mean,
shitting on him for so fucking long now. Like,
I was just looking.
deuces.
His net worth is like almost $100 million, Tid. So,
Okay.
his family, everything okay there, Brady?
Somebody's got shot down the street for sure.
Okay, but we can still keep going.
They didn't, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't live there.
So, yeah, he's like family friends with the Aga Khan.
I'm sorry,
Though
what
he-
Shaka Khan?
Shaka Khan. Yeah, the Aga Khan, who gets, by the way, the Aga Khan receives his weight in gold every year. He is the leader of the Ismaili people, as I understand. Maybe I'm wrong about that. There's a beautiful Aga Khan museum in Toronto. Great place. It's a beautiful place.
What do you
He's
mean
friends
smiley
with the Aga.
people?
What's that?
What do you mean smiley people?
The Ismaili people.
A smiley. It's a smiley people. It's not a frowny people.
Like the pirates?
No, those are
No.
Somalians.
Those are yeah. The
No, that's
here
just
it is.
on a sandwich.
No,
He's,
that's Somalian.
He's been the Aga Khan since 1957. The holder of the title has been the 49th Imam Prince Shah Karim Al Hassini Aga Khan,
You're watching him read.
and he's meant to be.
Which one of these guys is it?
What?
Which one of these guys is it?
No,
That-
no.
Hey, man. That one
Oh.
on the couch, that's a dude. What up,
Dude.
motherfucker?
If you look up the Aga Khan right now, you're gonna laugh.
You think I'm
Because-
falling for shit looking stuff up on my computer that you
No.
say?
Look up.
No. I play that game on
Look
you,
up
brother.
the Aga Khan, Brady, and was he any of those people?
The last thing you told me to look up, I had to throw my computer out.
No, dude, this isn't like that. I'm sorry about that.
You said the
I'm
same
sorry
thing
about
then.
That wasn't nice of me. You're right. That was I just
Okay, so he's got ties with some other place that nobody's ever heard of that doesn't exist, like Narnia. And this is where all of his money is.
well, he's got like big money ties all around the world. Cuba, hello.
Who, Trudeau?
I don't know. He's
tell you
gonna be
about
fine.
one of
He
the
should
best-
just take.
Sure.
I'll
What's
tell you
that?
what, one of his biggest deals that he's done, and you can look this if you're going to use your Google machine, look up something that's real instead of the country that Mike's been talking about. If you
It's
look
not a
it up,
country. The Aga Khan is a leader of a religious.
Trudeau.
Anyway, go
Trudeau
on.
family. Trudeau family is so they own a bunch of companies that invest in other companies, right? So they have a bunch of numbers companies and all stuff like that, and they pipeline it through their entire family. So it's been going on for a long time. Started with his father investing in these companies and whatnot. So they're in everything from biotech to, you know what I mean, labels with the Ford family. They're in a lot of stuff, from Deca Label, all that kind of shit. But one of the biggest companies that they have is actually based out west, speaking of Vancouver and stuff like that, Chilliwack and all that. But there's a few different labs out there. And one of the things that the labs developed was the actual patent for the mRNA. So every time somebody got jabbed, their family made a couple cents
Wow.
across the world because they own the actual patent on it. And there's some truth to this. You can look it up, and there's probably more than I could even tell you. Because I had found this out a year ago, and maybe even longer now, And I can guarantee, like, if the people that really dig on the internet, they probably got thousands of stories about this guy. You know, like the Picton farm, that infamous killer Picton, Robert Picton, who was the pig
Allegedly.
Yes.
farmer who was killing all of the indigenous working girls and things like that in Surrey and in West Hastings, and bringing them to his place and chopping them up and feeding them to the neighbors and all this bullshit that he was doing. Our own Canadian Ed Gein. Well, do you know who owns that property? Go look it up. Trudeau family. Trudeau family owns that property, and currently had owned that property when Picton was there. He was just watching the place. It was not his farm. People will try and debunk all that bullshit, but you'll find more truth in that stuff online because of records and things that have been done and people doing their actual homework than you can ever find about him being Castro's kid. You know what I mean? So,
Well,
Castro?
he has an
Fidel.
alleged wealth of
Fidel
$98
Castro.
million. So he's worth almost $100 million, right?
That's.
I think
I
he's
mean,
worth
what
more
is
than
that
that,
though
dude.
nowadays? Fuck, there's fucking YouTubers that are worth
That's
that.
on paper. He's worth that on paper that we know about. Guaranteed that guy's got way more money.
I'm pretty sure he's okay. I mean, I guess his wife is taking a chunk of it now, but
Okay. Okay, so here's the question: would you do anything different? What would you do differently?
As Justin Trudeau, I would have
Like if you were in
legalized
that
dope.
if you were in that position, well, he did that.
No, he didn't.
Well,
No,
okay,
he
he
didn't.
legalized cannabis.
no, he
No,
locked
that's all
it down.
bullshit.
Okay.
No, Harper was on the verge of legalizing cannabis. He had done all the work with ACMPR and MMAR and all that stuff. Where basically it was almost better to not have dope the way that we have it now, where it's sold in dispensaries. Because before, I could just fucking get pounds off my buddy at nothing.
Sure.
Like $0 for the greatest shit ever. You're dealing directly with the LP. They call them LPs now, but you're dealing directly with somebody who's like knows what the fuck they're doing. They're pheno hunting. It's all in the same. It's all in the same basket. Now it's all separated out. It's all taxed. It's all, you know what I mean. It's a system now. It's a monopoly. It's bullshit.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
That was his plan because they wanted ownership.
So you're mad because he stepped into your illegal activity.
You know what I think I would do differently? I would hope that I would be more self-aware if I was this guy. You know what I mean? Like, I think his self-awareness is out the window. He's such
Really?
an ego. Like I
see
can't.
this- I see actually the exact opposite. I think he knows that everyone fucking hates him, and that's what makes him sleep at night. He like kind of giggles about it, like Scrooge McDuck swimming in the fucking thing of coins.
That
He's
makes
like,
me
"Everyone
feel
hates
less.
me."
That makes me feel less skeevy because right now, to me, he's a fucking mort. He's a fucking
What?
a
He's
mort.
what?
Like he's a fucking mort. He doesn't have like a clue that he's like hated, which makes me feel badly for him. And I don't want to feel badly for him because he's a mort.
No, there's no way he
fantastic
doesn't
word.
know that. There's no way he doesn't do that. That would require him never reading a single comment ever out there.
So who's comforting
And
him?
that's possible. What do you
Who's
mean?
comforting him?
Dave,
Who's saying
Or
no,
Bob,
baby, you're
or
good?
Jim,
Jerry,
Huh?
yeah, Jerry, Gary, fucking whatever.
whoever
You know?
his therapist's name is, because that's all he's really got. I would think at this point is the therapist.
Wouldn't it
I
have been
kind of
crazy
I
if his
kind of
wife
feel the
came
same.
home? Like,
I'd like to
you-
think that he's wandering around feeling like he lost the biggest job ever. I can't imagine he doesn't feel that way. And he had every opportunity to fucking turn that around with better class with
you matched
with,
with him, didn't you?
what?
You're talking like you matched with him. Like you swipe right and he swiped right on you, and you're like, oh my God, Justin Trudeau is in my inbox.
Okay, well, let me ask you something. Brady,
That was a good
Mr.
one.
Gady,
Yeah,
Tid,
Gady dry sausage from the last
if
episode.
you
established
heard the prime minister was attracted to you and wanted to have dinner with you,
Mhm.
just dinner and drinks,
Okay.
would you go?
that. Yeah.
100%.
Me too.
Yeah.
100%.
As long as it wasn't Trudeau.
Now, how far would you go?
I'd finger him.
It'd be like the ending of Joker, the very first one. I'd blow his fucking head off in front of everybody, dude.
Wow.
I just put a bullet in him and then fucking get stabbed in jail
Wow.
later on.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's the wrong approach.
You'd kiss his lips, wouldn't you?
Oh, well, yeah, but he wouldn't be awake for it. None of it. Because I'd slip him GHB. And while he was passed out, I would find all of those fucking millions like Scrooge fucking McDuck, and I would clean his fucking house out.
You're gonna
Okay, I
date
regret
our
saying
word, the
that.
fucking prime minister?
No,
I
I'm not
really
going to
would
do
date-
that. You're not
You
getting
would
this.
date our word? You'd G her.
Okay, Chris Cosby.
Hey! I'm not. No,
Spanish fly in the
Any world leader.
Churros coffee.
any world leader can get it. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Slide into my DMs. Let's do this.
Do you think, okay, just so you know, world leaders,
Sure.
globalists, Tid is ready for you. Call him up.
100%.
I'd like, you just know somewhere on that list of people who flew on Epstein's plane is Chris Tidwell's name. You just know it.
If it was an alias, could you imagine if you found out? Could you imagine somebody used your name as an alias and flew on that fucking log and you saw your name pop up?
If I seen Brady Whiteham pop up on that log, I'd be like, "Really? I was there? When was that?" Makes sense.
Oh, no. You would have been brought in the back door. You would have been there in the fucking receiving end. You
They would have brought me in the package.
you look like the exact opposite of the people that were going there.
Who's the
Yeah,
bow?
I
Who's
come
the
in with
boy with
luggage.
the? Who's the
Yeah.
boy with the ribbon and the bow on him over there? Oh, that's
We call
Brady.
him Fish. We call him
Go-
Fish.
Here's a crowbar. Go open that fucking crate over there. I got a surprise for you. Hello. So you open up the one side, and all three other sides just fall down. It's just me, and a fucking tutu. Let's do this, boys.
I think presidents get really good drugs because I heard rumor that Obama loved his weed.
I can see that.
Wow. Why wouldn't you? I mean,
Remember when they went to Trump? They went to Trump's office like about a month in, and they opened up his top drawer, and like on top of the desk there was a bunch of like McDonald's hamburgers and shit. They opened up the drawer, and it's just a bunch of fucking Adderall boxes.
No way.
I swear to God, he has fucking meth.
Clinton
head.
with
Most of them
Viagra?
are, man. You'd have to be. You'd have to be a meth head to run it. Like, no, seriously. Like, let's say you're the best person. Or
Jimmy
the worst
Carter
person
with
in the world.
peanuts.
To go on that schedule at that age and keep that up and not turn into fucking Biden. You know, like they probably had Biden on everything, but realistically, just as a normal fucking 70-year-old man, you would need something to keep you going. All those flights, all the fucking time zone changes, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
all the
I would
stress,
imagine.
all the pressure. You'd need
that
something.
dude's on fucking life support as it is though. No,
ever see
you can't.
Hitler at the
You
Olympics?
you can't just do like fucking recreational drugs. You can't just have a president who's all fucking hopped up on crack.
Mm-mm.
They tried that. They tried it with mayors. Remember Mayor and
And
Barry?
Hunter.
You know,
Hunter
they've
Biden.
many-
tried all that stuff.
Actually,
It
many
didn't work.
mayors.
So they do this as like, hey, here's all of your samples because we've lobbied from the pharmaceutical company, and here's all your fucking samples before you even get into office. And then they
Right.
get all hooked up on fucking Adderall and they become this guy. Shaking with his little fucking hand.
I take the most Adderall. Some people say I took the most Adderall of anybody. I took so much Adderall. In fact, it
didn't
looks to me like I'm probably the most Adderalled up president of all time.
One of the famous internet videos of last year was people sharing the video of Hitler at the Olympics in the 30s,
Who?
just tweaking the fuck out, sitting
Oh,
in the
yeah.
crowd.
That
He's
was
just
cool.
doing- it's a bunch of shit. I think at that point
That
they
was-
had him on
That was,
everything.
that was cocaine straight from fucking Bolivia. Okay,
Yeah, he
'cause
had liquid
he was
cocaine.
planning his escape from World War II.
It's just insane that he was that racked out, like in a stadium, watching people run around in a circle.
Mhm.
He's just fucking crazy, man. But I think like any world
Who's
leader's
this
gonna need
Jesse
some serious
Owens
shit.
fucking guy. That's what he was saying.
Jesus, fuck, man. Where's Patrice when you need him? Fuck. What up, motherfucker?
Wow, we.
All right, well, let's take a little quick commercial break. Reset. Yes, and we'll go through that again. The views expressed in all right. We'll take a quick commercial break, and then we will come back here. And when
We have
get back,
commercials.
we're gonna ask.
Jesus Christ.
We're gonna ask the boys what they think about this Tesla explosion and all of these terrorist attacks going on from former
Terrorists.
military guys. Is this MK Ultra, guys? We're gonna ask you when we get back after this.
Chocolate cream Oreo. The most amazing thing to happen to an Oreo in 89 years.
Never mind.
First, they're sour. Then they're sweet. Sour, sweet.
Sauerländer Gurken, knackig im Biss.
I don't even know what that said, but damn it, I want a turtle pickle.
Yeah,
And if you play that backwards, he's in love with Satan.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Guys, MK Ultra, is it back? Is it making a comeback?
I don't know. Mike needs to charge, he says.
No, you know what? I've got 1%. I'm good.
Oh, you're fine then. Yeah, you're doing better than most people in this world.
If I do duck to charge, I'll be back. You guys gonna go for a bit?
For
yeah,
at
we're
least
good.
another 8 minutes.
Oh, like, are you guys going Joe Rogan today?
What do you mean?
3 hours of fucking Bigfoot?
Oh, well, I mean, we haven't got there yet, but who knows? All right.
Hey,
Tesla?
you wanted to talk about the Cybertruck.
Yeah, I did. Oh wait, no, Brady did. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
if
Brady.
you're gonna leave, Mike, you might as well leave now. Charge it. Get
Why
the
don't you
fuck back in
fucking
here.
just start talking? How's that? And then I'll
Okay.
leave when I feel
Tesla
like it.
truck blew the fuck up. Went
Okay.
like that. It went blew up out front of what, Trump Tower or some bullshit?
Yeah, that was
Sure.
that was a terrorist move, we now know, or what? What was that?
I think it was called a terrorist move at first, then they took that out of the title, and now they're saying that he was trying to pull some sort of like prank for awareness to like get people to kind of like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I was gonna see what you guys think.
Okay,
Here's
well-
what I think. I think MK Ultra is fucking back. I think they're testing a new drug because it happened twice on the same day, basically, from two former military boys. They're friends with Tim Kennedy, which that shows you everything you need to know right there.
So stolen valor?
Stolen Valor, MK Ultra.
Well, it's funny that you say MK Ultra. Okay, so here's the other thing: is like people are wigging out using vehicles. That's what I'm noticing in the last 3 weeks. By the way, I think that the Cybertruck looks like it should have square wheels. I digress. But it's really weird to me that it's the Cybertruck is the message now to Trump. Like, it's been used in several videos online with them destroying stuff. It's almost like liberals had enough money to buy these things to use them to make a statement against the president.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't that like the same stupid fucking statement? Like, oh, I'm gonna burn my fucking Nikes or something like that. Oh, I'm gonna buy this Tesla and then fucking blow it up. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's so weird. It's like, I'm going to spend
What the fuck are you
375.
He's already got his money then. Who gives a fuck what you do? If I'm selling you a fucking Tesla, I don't care what you do with it afterwards.
Yeah, really. Please blow it up in my parking lot. There's some way I'm going to grab insurance off of this, and probably you're going to go to jail. So it doesn't really matter. It is the mentality of it is fucked up.
Yeah, what do you
I
think,
think he
Beard?
just lit the fuse and ran. I think they found him in the car.
Like
he's fucking done, dude.
Okay.
You guys are talking like he lit a fucking bomb and ran like it was a mailbox bomb back in the day. This motherfucker shot himself and then blew the fuck up.
Did he shoot himself?
Well, they said I think they said there was a bullet in his head, or that he looked like he was dead before the explosion. I don't know. I'm trying to ask you guys because it seems like you pay attention to more than
Okay,
stuff that I.
Here's what I think happened. God, I hope I don't cut out while I give you my scenario. But here's what I think happened.
Okay.
Do we have any Mission Impossible music or something? Hold on. I don't have any control of this.
No, I got some.
So I think MK Ultra CIA jumped inside the vehicle of a Cybertruck owner, took them hostage, filled it with explosives, specifically made in China potentially, because I think it was fireworks mainly that were in there, shot the guy in the head, drove him to the location, lit the stuff, and yeah, they hightailed it out of there and left the dead dummy in there with his Cybertruck.
I mean, that's pretty much the movie scenario if you were going to do it, right?
Yeah, well, what the fuck else could it be? Somebody give me another scenario, please.
Well, I mean, you've got the dead body. I say maybe that's how do we know that the person with the fucking bullet in their head is actually the guy that they're saying it is?
Well, that could very
maybe
well
that guy used this as a way to fucking completely escape his life and start all over.
Wait a second. Hold on a second.
Maybe he's just trying to get out of a bad marriage.
You think this guy killed somebody?
Yeah.
Put them in his stupid Cybertruck.
Yep.
Put it out front of Trump Tower.
Yep.
And packed it full of fucking M16s or whatever the fuck he did, and lit it up, and just escaped,
just so that he could go to Mexico.
I think it's possible.
No, there's no possibility of that whatsoever. Motherfucker got MK Ultra.
What is MK Ultra? And then we're
you
like,
know, Tid, don't act like you don't know.
Yeah, but part of the program. That's why you're in Canada.
Maybe some of those people out there in the world don't know. Maybe they'd like to know where to get some.
MK Ultra.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It's Ted Kaczynski's fucking birthright, basically. Yeah, subscribe, be a member, send a super chat, leave a comment, click that like. MK Ultra was a program launched in the, I believe it was the late 40s. They started opening it up, but by the time it was the 50s, it was officially like a CIA gimmick. Everybody working along with it. I think there was some help from everyone. Things like Charlie Manson have been linked to MK Ultra as to why he kept being let out of jail, and started his, acid trip family and all that out in the desert. And getting funding from those guys. They're also, MK Ultra's been linked to Ted Kaczynski because he went to Harvard. He was actually quite an advanced student. Some things had led from there. It kind of pushed him into revolting against technology so that we couldn't go live on Mondays and do stuff like this. Ted did not want this to happen. So to me, I kind of believe in what Ted believed in there, because I don't think we should be doing this either. But we are, and here we are. But that's MK Ultra. It's a mind control program done by the military to test on people.
So only done by the military. It's not a drug. This is something that you have to sit down in a chair
Various drugs are used.
Like Clockwork Orange.
No, even something like Ritalin could be technically an MK Ultra project to seeing what it would do to young developing minds.
You got it.
Like they slip, it looks just like the other stuff, and they slip it in with your regular shit, like getting some bad ecstasy or something.
No, I mean like the launch of a pharmaceutical product. It could be technically, an MK Ultra thing, or maybe that's what they were using. And I don't know, man. What the fuck you asking me? Like I'm the goddamn fucking expert here. All I asked you motherfuckers is if you thought MK Ultra was making a comeback this year with all these bombs and such.
Well, this is what I'm trying to figure out, because this is what I'm trying to answer your question, but I need to find out if MK Ultra is something that I can get my hands on.
Project MK Ultra was a human experimentation program designed and undertaken by the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, to develop procedures and identify ...
You're reading what I just said.
Did you just ask Chat GPT for that?
And he's reading what I just said. He read the first beginning of the sentence at Wikipedia off of Google.
Yeah.
Like he didn't click the open. He just read the
Okay.
very first couple sentences. It's exactly what I just said.
Well, okay, let me tell you what I remember from my memory, okay?
Okay, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for this fucking
Oh yeah, because I know how your
vault of
fucking
information to
memory
be
is.
opened.
Oh, okay, look, MK Ultra was a secret CIA program in the 50s and 60s. It was aimed at developing mind control techniques, like often through unethical human experimentation, if I may be honest. It used drugs like LSD, it used hypnosis, sensory deprivation, psychological torture to study how to manipulate
I love how
thought
your brain doesn't like to read thoughts correctly.
and
Like it's
behavior.
your brain's
The program, you see, targeted Brady. The program, you see, targeted unwitting participants, including prisoners and psychiatric patients. It was
Okay.
exposed. Hold on. I just remembered
right.
something else. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
exposed in the 1970s, sparking outrage and leading to new laws on government oversight and ethics, in research. And that's what I feel. That's what I feel.
So what you're saying is that every single one of those fucking shitty fucking party trick hypnosis fucking guys that was like trying to make women have orgasms at whatever bar back in the
Right.
fucking early 2000s was part of MK Ultra, and he was just trying to get people to kill one another.
Exactly.
Okay, got it now. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, you guys are all
I think-
batshit fucking crazy.
I think also the Dr. Ho equipment that you could purchase on television factored in as well somehow. I can't remember how.
Chris, you were part of a cult at one point. How are you going to call me crazy, motherfucker? Where's Patrice O'Neal?
What do you mean at one point? Look at that beard.
Yeah, that's
Diabetes.
What up, bro? Jesus.
I think at this point it's diabetes.
Diabetes.
Diabetes. That's what he did.
Come on. All right. I'll take it. Fuck it. I'll take it. What the fuck? Why? Why is all this stuff loaded in the studio tonight?
Because why the fuck not? Right, because we're talking about this guy today.
Oh,
look,
there he
another
is.
perspective on Dopey.
Okay.
That's great.
Can we leave him up there for a second? I would like to hear everybody's impression of resigning. If you were Justin Trudeau, let's put ourselves back in the Justin Trudeau shoes and socks. And if you were Justin Trudeau and you needed to resign today, how would you do it? Chris, let's start with you. Let's go in reverse.
Ooh, starting with me.
Starting with you, sir.
Thank you all for joining us today. I'm sorry these papers blew all over the place. They didn't have anything written on them anyways. What I'd like to tell you all is that I'm out, bitches. Suck my fat hog.
I like it. I like it.
My favorite part was noting that the papers flew away.
I'm trying to keep it real.
All right, I guess it's me. All right, get into character. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, thank you for being here today. I held these papers down very tight, and the wind can't even get them away from me because I am a fighter. They don't have anything written on them, but they are important because these are Canadian papers. Now, I'd like to let you know that I am resigning after I'm done sucking all of your husband's dicks.
No.
Mike?
Okay. Okay, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I would like to thank you very much for all coming here today. And if oh shit, these papers. Oh, pardon me. It is important to me to share with all Canadians that I am a fighter. I think of myself as a fighter. Today is very difficult for me, and I want. I am a fighter. Au revoir, mon ami.
Hey. No,
Hey now.
Ow!
Ow! By the way, that photo.
Only at the beginning.
The title is the name of that photo definitely is "Ow." I think maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Uncomfortable
That's
like
hilarious.
this show. Well, we're rounding about.
How do
that
you think
time,
Trudeau
guys.
really talks? What do you think his real voice is like? That's manufactured. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to. That's manufactured. What does he really sound like?
Whoops a daisy! Look out of the way! Here I'm coming! Come. I said come. What the fuck? Wait a second! No! How did that come in?
Oh, what the fuck?
Who made this? Why am I in the middle?
You guys are horrible. You
Holy
guys are
shit, people are so funny.
Oh my goodness. Wow. And people just like that. And my favorite part is that it says 5 tips for success. And there's 5 of them.
5 tips.
Just look how happy KJ is. He's getting laid.
Holy shit, KJ.
Wait a second. I'm the one getting it.
That's why he got a
Look
tongue
how
ring.
happy. Oh my
I'm the
god.
fucking Jason Ellis of this fucking group.
Oh my god. That's so funny.
Oh, that's not funny at all now that I see it.
We're not topping that.
People
We're
are
not
so
topping
funny.
that.
I
Wow.
love you. Oh my god, the internet makes me fucking laugh.
Well, before we lose Mike completely, do you guys have any closing statements that you would like to leave on behalf of? See, this is our own January 6th. Like I would thought by the end of the night the Parliament buildings were gonna get smashed out, and we were gonna see a dude with a moose antlers on, sitting at the fucking Trudeau's desk. But apparently not. We're not getting our own January 6th. Our January 6th is our pussy ass leader fucking resigns because people don't like him online.
Because he had an epiphany.
Yeah, I think he also might be accused of having a Tiffany, a Dorothy, a Bill, a Bob. There's definitely some history about to be revealed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the quick question is, if you're true, what do you do for a job? After
He
this?
is rich.
Okay,
He
but rich
speaks-
people still.
He speaks around the country, wears flip flops on the weekend, and does fuck all the rest of his life.
He's gonna work for that fucking bald bastard over on the fucking Europe, and he's gonna get a paycheck from them forever for flying around like a Clinton and doing speeches.
What's his?
He can't wait to. Hey, by the
Write
way,
my book.
George Stroumboulopoulos, you're being replaced. He's gone, right? By Trudeau in his new talk show on Sunday nights. I fucking guarantee he's going to television. He can't wait.
Bro, then we're really gonna make this Joker one because I'm going on the show then.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no,
That'll be our mission.
Yeah, we'll get you on there for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Even if it's just in the studio audience to harass him.
I'll
Yeah,
tell
no,
the fucking
we'll
showrunner.
totally-
I'll be in the dressing room putting on makeup. The showrunner will walk in there and be like, "They're gonna be ready for you, Brady." I'm like, look at her and be like, "Can you call me gay?"
Again.
That's it for me, fuckers. I'm out. Fucking.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank
Thanks,
you so
guys.
much. Have a great night. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe, hit that link button, hit that like button, leave a
Don't bother.
comment. Tell us what you think about all of this stuff.
Don't.
It's wacky. Patrice, what do you think?
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Exactly. To all of you out there, thanks for joining us. It's always fun. The numbers seem to be going up and up and up, and that's a fun thing. This isn't monetized. The station still isn't fucking monetized.
Why?
Well, because all this live stuff doesn't count for hours, doesn't count for view hours. So the only way to send us a tip, and by tip I mean 5 of them if you'd like to.
Thanks, you degenerates. If you're on this long, you're a fucking pro.
Does the one on the left start? Like where does the line start on you? On the
Right in
left
the
or on
middle.
the right? Because
Right
I don't want
I
to
gotta go home. I got shit to do.
You are at home. You are at
No,
home.
Yeah, that is your couch.
Fuck.
Deuces.
This is Shit Talk on Tip Top. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Shit Talk on Tip Top.